I kind of blew my chat this morning. Oh gosh. Let's see if a few more people come in. I think did I see the well I'm sorry. You know, again, I always complain about the lighting from the solar panels. Hi Demita Joe. It's time to unwind. I was let's see. Juanita said had busy day. Oh, your son had class today? How was your son? Little? Your son little? Or oh, so what happened today in Skitland? In Wayne's world, I went to bed. I had my blood pressure was high today. Oh, graduating. Yay. Congratulations. Congratulations, Juanita's son. Good job, Mom. Great job. I'm on Georgia time tonight at my home. Oh, you're at home in Georgia? Dolly, like what area? My daughter lived in Georgia, the one that lives in Chicago now. She actually went to U of A in Arizona, and then she moved to Georgia because that's where her job took her. So she moved to Georgia at, whatever age you get out of college. And she liked Georgia. And I think her mother-in-law, well, she wasn't at the time. She lived in Savannah, and Shannon lived in Atlanta, or worked in Atlanta. So, yeah, congratulations, Juanita. Great job. Carol, hi. How's it down in your neck of the woods? So is Skitland still skitting today? I didn't see any crazy videos. So, time to decompress. Oh, it's 10:01 and my sun is still out. It's like bright outside today. So I had to close the blinds. Yeah, we're really happy. There's Alexis. Hi, Alexis. I told you, Alexa, did I make a comment and tell to you about Tamara? I guessed. I wasn't, I don't know. I said, somebody, I think it was Magnolia, called her heated pot, because we knew she was going to explode. I knew she was going to turn into a little tyrant after this. And boy, did she go off today, didn't she? So you're closer to Alabama. Okay. I think you said that. Yeah. In Blakely. Okay. It has been raining here in Louisiana most of the day. Our rain is kind of strange here in the San Francisco Bay. It's called San Francisco Bay Area, but I don't live, on the city side. I live on the opposite side. I don't. I love San Francisco, but I don't want to live in San Francisco. So, Alexis, what did I put? Oh, I said because I knew Tamara was going to get activated. She was going to activate. Saw that one coming from a mile away. It was like, so we had two crash outs. We had Melissa crash out, and then we had Tamara's crash out. I was waiting, and when I saw her in her Erica Badu garb, I was like, "Uh-oh, Honeypot must be back, ready to do battle." You guys, can you hit the like button for me, please? I hope not hope our group stays small, but hopefully we'll have a good wind down today. Hope so. Alexis, that was good. Did you guys all see Tamara crash out? She went off on her client because Denisha forgot to book the hall for 35 people. And boy, it was epic. Do I know the singer Lena Bird Miles? Lena Miles. No, I don't. Lena Bird, or Lena Miles. Mm-mm. I can look her up just to see, who she is. Just because I'm curious. Yeah, her crash out to me was, I'm looking at Erica Badu. Hi, Denise. Welcome in. Hi, Antoinette. Good evening. I'm looking at Erica Badu. Hi, Hope. And Alexis, I saw it coming, and she had her incense. I said, uh-oh, Tamara's about to activate honeypot. So we always have good wind downs. And yes, I saw Tamara. Was anybody surprised? Oh, Walk on Water. Is that it? Let's see. Walk on Water. Write that down. Is that her song? Hold on a minute. Oh, you're 30 minutes from your daughter. Yeah, that's why you're over there. So does she sing Walk on Water, Juanita? Excuse me, I'm sorry. Does she sing a song called Walk on Water? Lena Bird Miles. I'll look her up. Okay, I'll look it up. Hope, how are you doing? Let's see, we always have a good wind down. We do. And it's still good. It feels different with having like more people, but it didn't dwindle down a lot yesterday, but it went down a little bit. Let's see, no, I'm about due for her to crash out. Denise, you didn't see her crash out today? Or did you, when she crashed out on her client? Not on Wayne, but on her client. I think she's going to let Wayne have it. He's not going to see that sweet little, his honeypot. I think Tamara's going to crash out on Wayne. That's going to be good. You know Lena Carroll? She's a singer. I think she does that. Oh, she does hair too. Does she still live in the Bay Area? Someone on Facebook was saying Riri, who talked to Rico. Riri, who talks to Rico, looks like Erica Badu's daughter. And she does. You mean saying Riri? Riri on, who's Riri? Or do you don't mean Auntie Riri, right? Or do you? I made a comment about she's about to crash out on Shayla because she's the CEO. She's going to crash out on somebody. Yes, she almost did crash out on Shayla the other day, but I think she's been activated. She tried to crash out. So Riri, you mean the Riri that talks to me? Auntie Riri? I'm actually buddies with Auntie Riri, you guys. I thought you knew that. I mean, well, we have different takes on things, but I've been buddies with her since I got on. Oh, Hulk sister. Okay. Okay, got it. Hi, Magnolia. Welcome in. Hulk sister. Yeah. That she did look like Riri because I thought that girl was Riri. How are you? Magnolia. Okay, thanks, Dolly. Magnolia, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Please, everybody, hit the like button so the algorithm can push out the show. Yeah, I saw there's some activity going on around. And, oh, Magnolia, were you here this morning? And I made an announcement about copyrights, and I actually blew it. So I pulled the video because I'm going to cut that part and throw it away. Tired. It's been a long day. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So I stepped all over my toes, Magnolia. I think I was stressing about it because those notifications were coming left and right. And I got tied up in my words. So I pulled the tape. I hope it's not visible. I was going to ask you if you could just look at my channel page and see if it was gone. But then I said, I'm not worried about that. When it comes out, I'm going to trim that part because I couldn't believe. I was like, why am I? I was really babbling. really. So Juanita, when I start babbling, could you just send me something that says Nonya? So I'll know I'm babbling. But I was disappointed in myself. So what I'm talking about, everybody, is there's a little copyright drama going on with some of the content reviewers and Country Wayne world. I mean, it's not like a battle where you can see each other. It's about us. Hi, One Journey. It's about us using content. And I just wanted to say this morning, good evening, One Journey. Come on in. Welcome in. Welcome in. I was trying to say this morning that if you were there, Magnolia, because I remembered, the songs you had requested. And so when I got off last night, I had 2 copyright notifications to say that person. One is Anthony, and then the other one was DC. And they're called, we say strikes, but they're not strikes. And so there's something going on. I try to stay out of the fray, but I don't plan to do anything that has him in it or DC because I don't know what's going on. Like, your copyrights are yours. Hi, One Journey. Yeah. One Journey says, let's talk about it. So I was just explaining One Journey. I'm not going to, if there's a video, because, we really don't know what's going on. So it's like they're pulling certain actors, maybe actresses, I don't know, certain people's, yeah, One Journey, yes. I mentioned it this morning. So I was surprised that it was DC. Nancy B, she got 3 last night. And then when I got off, I had 2. I had Anthony and DC. So I won't be including their images or their voices. So if they're in something, oh no, it's the person. It's the copyright, the copyrights. Yeah, Miss B got some also. A lot of people receive them. I call it, copyright drama. So if I get a notification for a copyright, what they're saying is that person doesn't want their image slash, I guess this is what they're saying. This is what it sounds like. Their image or their voices used, because they can monetize off their own copyrights also. So, and Google's only going to pay one or the other, or Facebook is only going to pay one or the other. Welcome in, Gwen. Hi, Betty Bush. Anyway, I stepped all over my own toes. So if there's a DC skit, I won't be showing DC himself, because I don't want to open my email and see copyright. So, yep. And then Anthony also, but Anthony's been doing it for a while. So yeah. So One Journey, I'm going to keep a note. And I did speak to O'Neill, and he said it's not a violation, but they're saying these for, say, I made one video with DC last night, right? We made the one video. Hi, Tony Sullivan, welcome in. The one video with DC. And as soon as I got off, I had a copyright notification in my mail. And it said that the content, DC's content, he basically doesn't want it used. But we don't know this. We don't know what people's copyright requests are. We have no idea. We just do content review. So I'm calling it the little, I don't know, copyright war that's going on with some of the creators. So I won't be doing theirs for a while. I was really surprised to get a one from DC. I mean, it wasn't from him. I'm sorry, let me back up. It was from the company. And, I don't know what their setup is or anything. I just know that I'm not going to be using it. But O'Neill said he didn't go into detail, and I didn't drill down on it because there's so much in our heads already. But I just said, I'm staying away. I'm going to stay away from them. And, Yeah, I know. I was surprised that I got one for DC, but just think for the from the creator, the content reviewers view. What happens if all of them say, now, no content reviewers can put any of our images on tape because that could happen. I mean, it's a real possibility. I don't think it will, but it's their rights. It's them. It's their body. Even actors and actresses, they copyright their own selves. So your KS skits, your KS days are over. I'm okay. One journey. I'm okay. I went to sleep because this morning I was trying to tell people this and I was stepping all over my own feet because I think I was a little caught off guard because you don't want to get a notification like that. Like I'll get that if I go 1 second over a minute when I do a music short, then I know I have to go pull that short immediately because I'm breaking the rules. So I go out, I pull the short, I either remake it or I trash it. I looked at Keith Sweat and I was like, which one of his whiny songs do I want to use? So anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know that for Anthony's, because Anthony's been doing this for a while, but I hadn't got any notifications until yesterday. And then Skitlanta got quite a few. O'Neill gets them. I mean, so we all get them, but we don't know their reason. We have no idea. So I wanted to do Kai this morning because he was so cute coming in the door. You can't use their voices, Gwen. No, you can't use their voices at all. I tried to do Kai because I know that Anthony doesn't, I already got one and I don't know what it's for, if it's all of his material or if it's just some of it. I have no idea. So for example, so I just said, I'm going to stay away. And I know that one of Nancy B's was also. So anyway, I say this just to say, hold on just a minute. Let me see what Alexis is saying. In the skits, they're back together or in real life? If you go to the bottom of the Wayne YouTube page, you will see Wayne and Tamara back together in the skits. Yeah, it is crazy. But I know that, like, we know that Diesel on Facebook, we always see Diesel, riding around. He always shoots film. I do know that, like, Diesel has copyrighted his own stuff, but he's still active, and again, it's them, it's their body, their face, whatever. And I respect that because if I could copyright myself, like Matthew McConaughey was one of the first younger generation actors, and he copyrighted his likenesses and voices. But it also, if I'm just venturing a guess here, one journey, and Magnolia, I wonder if maybe I'll look at that, Alexis. I wonder if maybe it's because of all the AI. But then I don't do AI. So, but I'm just staying away. So we're not going to look at videos where I have to put them in the video because I don't want to get those notifications. Those are they're scary. Like, what did I do wrong? So, but I was saying I was trying to get Kai, and the way they filmed that particular skit this morning, it was so tight with Shayla, Kai, and Anthony that I tried to zoom in. I could get like this much of Kai, like this little piece where there's no opening. I couldn't get to Kai for anything. Anthony was right there, like, and I said, "Oops." So I didn't get any images of Kai. I'm going to read some comments, okay, really quick. So I just said that to say if DC's in it or Anthony's in it, I'm not gonna use their footage. But if it was DC and Rosie, and you guys wanted, might want to see Rosie, that's a pretty little girl. Oh, Rico. I thought that was her. Did she slim down a lot or something? She is very pretty. You're right, Dolly. It took me a minute to get there. So I just woke up actually because I messed up on my copyright thing this morning. But Magnolia, I'm sorry you're tired. Well, at least you're at home and you can unwind. Okay. Yeah, I remember this morning because I actually saw you and said, oh, let us know if we shouldn't use certain cast members' names. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. No, you can use their names. It's just when we make a video, I'll put videos out there and we talk because that's one way we make money. I mean, not that we make a whole lot of money, but because we do it for fun for the most part. But whatever you include of an actor or actress, and we don't even know who they are. We just get a notification out of the clear blue. Hey, you need to pull this film out of your video. You can't use it for this video. So if I made another video, it might be okay. But I'm not taking that chance. I don't want to start getting in trouble or anything. So anyway, just so you guys know. So I referred to some of them. Yeah, Dolly, I think this morning we were talking about coded words. I don't think it's just something that's going on. It could be because of the bashing. Like last year, I think it was, last year was Shayla. That's right. There was some copyright stuff because, Shayla had a rough year. But I heard you say that. Yeah, I said that, Dolly, and I remember your response referred to some of them. I mean, you could say their name. It's not that. It's just using their image in our videos or in our shorts, the ones that do the music too. I'm not going to be using them. I just don't like seeing those notifications because you never know if it's a real, quote, strike. And a strike is like bad, bad, bad. Don't do that. So we're not going to do that. So if I ever tell you, no, we don't want to do that one, that's why, okay? Because we don't know. There's no list. You just get a notification. So with that said, One Journey, I said it on the live, we are all talking about the characters and not the actors. I mean, the actors. But you're right, because we're talking about the characters. So now there's a little war breakout. Yeah, we are talking about the characters. And maybe we're offending people, or maybe they're monetizing their own image because you can only be paid by one person. And I do know that Miss B received some of the same ones. So Miss B talked about it, Denise. I have to go over. I haven't been over there just to say hello to her. But I think I will tonight. I'll just drop her like some hearts and tell her, stay away from those copyrights. I like Miss B a lot. Betty Bush, I just left Riri and O'Neill, but had to check out. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, let's see. And then, oh, Gwen. Everybody, would you please hit the like button? And thank you, Gwen, for all of your hard work as moderator. One Journey, thank you. And yeah, One Journey, just a heads up. I mean, O'Neill says it's fine, but me, my channel is brand new. So I'm trying like not to break any rules. So I'm just like, okay, guys, I won't do it. So it's the tall guy and it's little ankles. So I won't be doing any of theirs. But I really wanted to get Kai. And I tell you, they had Kai where you couldn't get Kai without Anthony. It's not Shayla. She doesn't have anything yet. So when you look at Riri's page, she was talking about something like that. Yeah, it's a thing. She might be explaining. She is. Trust me. There is a copyright. I call it copyright war, but it's not like, well, it is kind of a big deal. And one of the other, oh, thank you, Dolly. Yeah, we can use codes and nicknames. That's fine because they watch what we do. They see everything. That's why we see all of our words because they're watching. They're watching the content and they're watching on Facebook, I'm sure, and TikTok. So I'm not. It doesn't surprise me. I just don't like to cross any boundaries. You're welcome, One Journey. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I guess if I didn't want people to use my image, like really, really didn't want them to, um, you could do it. Or if you're being monetized because Google and who Meta, which is Facebook, which is down the street from us, like well, not down the street, but like 30 minutes away, they pay, and they're only going to pay one person. They're not going to pay two people. Tony, how are you? What's happening, Miss Sullivan? They're only going to pay one person. And Damita Joe is speaking to everybody. She says, hi, Magnolia in MC, or NC, I'm sorry, North Carolina. Antoinette, welcome in. Antoinette is our newest moderator. And Magnolia, no, there's Gwen. Gwen, so Gwen, moderators don't have like hardcore assignments. They're not jobs you have to do. It's just things that people like to do, like me. I like being a moderator. So you control the flow, you know, or you keep the content reviewer like me from putting her foot in her mouth, things like that. We do the hit the like button. And like over at O'Neill's, usually it's Goddess who will say, like, thank you for super chats. So you kind of pick your niche as to which one you want to do. And right now, I see Gwen is well, you guys are all very active. So Antoinette is one of our new, let me check your wrench. Antoinette is new and I'll figure it out. And then we have Angela. Angela's usually the one, and Magnolia, I may ask you if you don't mind doing that, like if I need a video. You know how you guys send me the link, but don't send me the link because I can't make them open. I don't know why. So I just rather have like just the first part of the name, like when John told Sally, whatever. That way I can bring it up faster. And Gwen, I know you know how to pull them. Magnolia does. Gwen, I know you do. And Angela. Angela, I think I think she has a methodology that she uses because she just goes and gets them. So Antoinette, for now, if you could just welcome people in. And Antoinette was a moderator over at O'Neill TV also. If you could welcome people in, just, constantly just type in welcome in. And then Gwen's got the please hit the like, share, and subscribe on Pat. But if you see she needs some help, if you would just go ahead and type it in also, that would be great when you see an opening, because it gets overwhelming when there are a lot of people. Believe me, I know. So yeah, it gets overwhelming. And then One Journey, would you like to come up on the stage and hang out with me? Or no? Are you feeling up to it? It's Friday. If you want to come up, I'll send you the link, One Journey. And Alexis says, oh yeah, I'm going to look at that, Alexis. I won't look at it like right now. But yeah, Gwen, it's crazy. Mm-hmm. But I really tried to get Kai, but couldn't get him. So, Nonya, I'm laughing because that's what one of your brothers says. He don't want to hear him beg. I agree. And Kai says, Daddy, Mommy, no. And we're back. He's such a great little actor, and he's just really on point. So, Antoinette, the one thing that I do ask, and for all the other moderators, if you're going to, if you need to put somebody in timeout, I only do a 5-minute timeout. And what that does is block them from, you know, their comments for coming on for 5 minutes. And 5 minutes in social media life is a long time. But sometimes it gets crazy and people will say things. That's why we ask no cursing, because our channels can take a hit from YouTube. So we ask people not to curse. And if you ever see where someone curses, just you want to get that comment removed as fast as you can. But we never, ever, ever ban a person. Banning somebody means they can never come back. And I don't want to do that to anybody. Never, ever. Angela Atkinson is also a moderator. And Angela is very good. And this is another moderator duty. The bigger people usually give gift cards or something like that to the moderator. So if I ever grow, then, you know, I can send you guys a gift card each or something, you know. So Nonya, yeah, Riri was explaining a company. Um, yeah, and it's the same company, Carol. It's the same one. And, you know, I think what it is that we have a lot coming out from Country Wayne World. And maybe they want to control, you know, the images of these people. Even though they are the characters one journey. Maybe it's for prevention. Because I know Shayla, we know Shayla caught a lot of strays last year. And if that's the case, they should be on Facebook. Then the AI videos and photos of the KW characters are everywhere. But I do think it might have something to do with the AI, because Magnolia, there's a lot, right? And some of it's very, very good. But then they have things like they put in false, they put in false situations where Amber's crying because Dave broke her heart. Is, you know, just nonsense, because it's clickbait. They want you to click, because those content reviewers, just like KW, they get paid for clicks. I'm not sure how it all works. One Journey might know better than me, but that's why we call it clickbait. And people will think, oh, that must be a real thing. And they'll go click it. Don't click it. Don't click it. So I don't know if it's the AI or if it's because, you know, Wayne's World's about to light up and things are going to kick off. I'm just hoping they make another storyline. You know, let's stop regurgitating the old stuff. Magnolia says, yeah, I agree. Betty Bush, Nonya, have you heard the song? Yeah, I know Tennessee Whiskey. I mean, I've heard it, you know, of course. My husband had me listen to it. Oh, bless his heart. Yeah, Tennessee Whiskey, because I do like country music. See, I like music. I mean, if it sounds good to me, I don't, I'll watch it. You falling asleep one journey? Okay. I was gonna see if One Journey, because One Journey's a moderator, but she also owns her channel, as you guys already know. She's got an awesome channel. If you haven't seen it, please look at it. Betty, I am so sorry for your loss, whenever it was, and I hope you're doing okay. I truly, truly do. Hope that you're okay. And welcome in, Miss Fatale. One Journey says she's falling asleep. One Journey works hard. I used to think One Journey lived in like Australia somewhere because she was so mysterious, you know, and she'd be up like really late and things like that. Yeah, let's unwind. So I'm gonna bring my stress back down. Um, yeah, Dominique, Demita Joe says, Betty, my condolences. I think we all do condolences, my dear, because we do care. I know I do, and I know people in here do. Hi, Angela, welcome in. Get your prom dresses and tuxedos ready. Brooke is going to the prom this weekend. Yay, I guess. But she has nothing to lose tonight, does she? Ooh, that was pretty good, huh? I can tell jokes. Condolences, Betty. So she's going, it's this weekend. And I'm so disappointed that, you know, but it's just, let's see, Dolly says, Auntie Riri did a short saying they're just skits. Yeah, Auntie Riri always reminds people they're just skits. And I try to also. That's why I say last year was really a tough year, because I had to I mean, I understood, but like not to let the negativity get to me because they're just skits. So this year, my control of my own emotions is totally different other than dreaming about the vision board after Melissa crashed out. So, but I just don't want any strikes. So Angela, I was just saying, I don't think you were in this morning. You're probably at work, maybe, or something. I'm not. I got two copyrights last night. It doesn't mean these aren't the ones that say you're in trouble, but they are telling you that for the video or skit or short you just reviewed, that person, they don't want you in. They don't want us to use that person, and it could just be, I don't know, just a process, but it's heating up, and there are a lot of them. I know Miss B did get some. Um, yeah, Nancy B got 3. I got 2. And I'm brand new, so I'm not. There's no list. We don't know who's restricting their copyrights, but I just know I got one for Little Ankles, and I shouldn't call him that. I got one for Anthony, and I got one for DC. So for a while, I'm not going to use their images. So if they're in a skit, I'm not using their voice. I'm going to take out their voice, and I'm not showing their face. Mm-mm. So Angela Brooks going, is it tomorrow? Yeah, it must be tomorrow, Saturday. And happy Mother's Day for all the moms and your moms this weekend. Mother's Day is Sunday. Okay. And, okay, One Journey. I mean, you have that. Oh, you have disclosures. I know you do. But we all should have a, we put the USC, what is it, 107 copyright that you see on Deontay's page at the top when you first click on it. That's just a disclosure saying basically you're aware of copyright rules and regulations. And I have one in my description box on my channel, but we do it to say we know what it is. And I actually know about copyrights. So put it on there and to be safe, that's all. So if I just say, no, we don't want to do that one, that's why. And then I said, what if everybody decided they don't want us to use their images? So we would just be sitting here talking. God, my cheeks look so fat. The older I get, my face gets fatter. It used to be like this, skinny, like that. My face used to be skinny. It's been 5 years. This August seems like yesterday. I'm sure it does. We are all here for you, with you. You want to talk, you want to go to sleep, you want whatever you want to do, you want to play music, we'll just be sitting here chatting up a storm. And then Angela said, Larry and Bethany cautioned Brooke to save for her marriage. I saw Shara there, and I just said, oops, too late. Because Shara just came out and said, don't lose your virginity. Shara said, stop beating around the bush and tell her. Just say it. Popcorn, yellow striped smile. Amber lied to her father in the garden, and Adam lied. Hot God in the garden. Yeah. Oh, your popcorn. I'm sorry. The popcorn spelling came up instead of the emoji. I asked if you could send someone that I deserve a short before I sent it. I did. I deserved. I did it. Because remember, I made it and then I had to pull it because I was a minute over. So, Dolly, you didn't see it? I asked you if I could send someone that, yeah, you can. I'm glad you asked because, yeah, you can. And I appreciate your respect, Dolly. I didn't answer you? I thought I did the last time when you asked me, but maybe I didn't. You know me, my mind gets going. But yeah, I specifically put that back out for you. So yes, you can send it. You sure can. Okay. And then you just, I think you just downloaded, right? I think if it lets you, or there's a link. There should be a link. But I appreciate you asking me because I do have most of my stuff on lock. So, people can't just come in and grab my stuff and use it, you know. Hi, Michelle Barnes. Welcome in. Welcome in, lady. Have you been here before, Michelle? I mean, I know who you are as far as, us communicating in O'Neill and around the board. So, welcome in. Please hit the like button. So back to the moderator. So please don't ever hit the ban button. And Angela and Magnolia and Gwen are very good at finding videos. But instead of getting the link, because my links aren't opening, I have some setting wrong, no doubt, with the software. So just get me like part of the name and I can use it. Okay. Dolly, let's see. And then One Journey, because the reason we have multiple moderators is that not everybody comes to every chat, right? So you always want to have one. Like Goddess, she usually comes a little bit, kind of know like how she pops in and how she rolls. And Goddess usually does thank yous for the super chats and stuff, right? Oh, guess what I saw last night? And I'm holding my breath. One Journey, before you leave, I'm holding my breath. I went and I was checking stuff on my channel last night when I got that copyright notification about DC. Then I went and I was checking. And so, you know how you bill on a 28-day cycle, whatever. I ended up, and I think I mentioned it yesterday. I ended up like for this cycle, I'm short. I had like 8,000 some odd watch hours, but only part of that goes to meeting your monthly criteria. And it was gone. It was only like 2,100. No, that's not true. I'm short by like 1,000 hours. But doing the lives, those are all my hours. So I should hit the mark. But the great thing is that it looks like I'm going to make monetization, provided everything is in line, but I only have like 3 days to do it. But there is actually a little revenue column and it had change in it. And I'm like, what is that? And I looked at it and I said, oh my gosh. So if I still had like the 4,000 hours in that last bucket, which I did have, and then now I have to get them back again because you have to just keep working. It's a constant thing. Then I would get the money that's in the account. But there's money in there. And like I told you guys, it's not a lot. If I told you, you'd probably laugh and say, you guys are crazy for doing that. But I mean, it's the thought, it's not a lot, believe you me. But, okay. But yeah. Hi, Sabrina. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. But I think, Magnolia, I might be, once I get my 4,000 back, which hopefully will be in like 3 days. I think I can do it. And this was effective. This was May 3rd's data reporting. So we've done a lot of lives since then. And, hopefully they'll add up before this revenue cycle is out. But I was so excited to see that. And then I found out if I delete something from my channel, like delete a video or a short, then that little bar disappears and you can't see it until the next day. So anyway, it's a learning process, but it was exciting to see some ching in there, might have been a quarter or something. I don't know, but that was exciting. So anyway, that's enough of that. I remember being on O'Neill TV. I remember, and Nonya, you are persistent about reminders about the language. I am, Dolly. I am. Thank you, because I know you were on there. I remember. So some viewers cannot separate their opinion on characters versus Angela. I know last year we learned a lot about that, right? And they still do it. So That's why I say these are skits. Let's not get over, because last year was a lot, but now I know how to control it. Except yesterday when I dreamed about the vision board for Melissa. One Journey saying, Antoinette saying, welcome, One Journey. Angela Gwen, thank you for having me to be part of your team. So eventually I'm going to ask for your email. I mean, it's not a real, it's not a paying job. It actually gets you into the world of reviewing. Like, I would watch what O'Neill did, and I was programming, so I figured it out how to do it. But it's just something, if you want to learn, you can learn. And you bump your head along the way, but you learn how to create your own videos, reviews. You can use AI. Chat GPT has all of that beautiful art designing available for people who want to use it. And I'm still not sold on AI, because you never know. Facebook might say, YT might say, we don't want AI on here. Then you got to pull all your information. Sabrina, how's it going? I hope you were able to make some contact about your medication, Sabrina. If not, maybe Monday, or just check GoodRx over the weekend. But I thought about you today and your question. So, okay, One Journey. And so One Journey, Antoinette is one of our moderators. One Journey has been a moderator. She was the moderator when I went to O'Neill TV, and I was right behind her. So I think I was the second. One Journey, I don't know if there's somebody before you or not, but I was right behind One Journey, and that's been a couple of years now. So, and yes, we do. We thank you. So I will be asking, and then One Journey will also send out, just emails. We send out emails like, can I have your address so I can keep it? And I was the moderator, so I would keep the addresses and send out the emails for O'Neill TV. So I don't know if somebody wants to do that part, that you don't have to, I can do it. But if somebody wants to, I don't know, we can have moderator night. I'm not that good yet. Well, I guess we could. We could do it. Not yet, but we can do it. I mean, it's my channel, right? So we can do anything. That One Journey always has great information, and I will be asking for that. If you want to give it to me, you don't have to. It's just communication. That's it. Um, and I will send messages on WhatsApp, so we can figure out a way to take care of that. Okay? Just some minor stuff. Hi, Liddell. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yes, sincere condolences to Betty. So in here, this for Liddell, this is the first time you've been here, I know. So in this particular chat, it's called Wind Down, but it's spelled WINE. So we come in here just to chill out. We just want to mellow out from the skits of the day. I also have a chat called Have Tea with Me, NONYASISCHAT. So first thing in the morning, we do it 2 times a day, and then we do live chat. I do live streams during the day, just like a regular reviewer. But I kind of wanted to do this for my subscribers, and I'd like to say family. So we talk about anything. We don't have to discuss Country Wayne, because I don't work for Country Wayne. I work for me on YouTube. And there are a few of us that are, and like Ayana does Bethany. Like, she's got the 3 different ones. What is it? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner or something, whatever Ayana has. I want to ask Ayana if she wants to come over here one day. Miss B comes over. She hasn't been to any of the chats, but she did come on when Sharon and I were rotating days. But that got to be really hard, 7 days a week, 3 hours per session. That's a lot. That's a lot. So I was like, I can't keep that up. Can you guys excuse me for a minute? Yes, I'm live. What's going on? How can I help, Sharon? Are you okay? I'm sorry, get someone. What's wrong? Oh, I haven't even looked, Sharon. I don't know. I went to sleep. I was so stressed out. I'm doing a live. Oh, you are. Are you okay? Okay. All right. We'll talk. Okay. Bye bye. Okay. Thanks, Sharon. Okay. That was Sharon saying hi, everybody. So, hi, everybody from Sharon. So, I wanted to answer that because Sharon would never call like just randomly, to. But she's saying for us to have a good life. Okay. Brooke definitely doesn't have anything to lose. Nope, Carol. She doesn't have anything to lose right now. I wish she would go at least go tell Shara, but we know Brooke won't because, like she said, I'm 17, right? So, um, yeah, Dolly, because some of them were seriously going back and forth in the comments about the AAS storyline. It's not that serious. It's about to be because I think that hi Chico 19777 Happy Mother's Day. Thank you. Chico is in the house. Chico is Chico is a friend of mine from O'Neill TV. I do call Chico a friend. He's a good guy. Yeah, so everybody say hi. Please welcome Chico. And he's not gonna stay around long. He probably over here just to see what I'm up to and am I misbehaving. Chico, thank you. Thanks for the Mother's Day love. And Sabrina says happy Mother's Day to all the mommies. Thank you. Oh yeah, what about hey, we have to tell Brooke happy Mother's Day? Not yet, right? And then Damita says, Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the chat. Hi, Rico. So Rico knows pretty much all of you guys anyway already. And yeah, Rico, we just chill. So you know how I do the chat in the morning? It's kind of like a chill out session. I do have, like open live streams like during the day. I'll pop in. Oh, oh, thank you, Dolly. Auntie Riri did that for me. She did one with the wine and she did one with the teacup. And I only put those up there to share them with you guys. So until my monetization is finished, I'm going to take them down, probably like this weekend or something, because they're looking at my account and I can tell they're looking at it. So I'm going to take them down, but I wanted you guys to see them. Auntie Riri is very good with what she does. She's very, very creative. So she made one for Sharon. She made one for Sharon, and Sharon has a clipboard because Sharon likes to write. I was like, put a clipboard for Sharon. Because Sharon and I, we're good friends. Um, believe it or not, we're more like sisters. But that thumbnail is beautiful. But then I thought, should I keep that color? Like my banner is red, black, and I don't know where this thought came from, but it's red, black, and white. And it's very, it's bold. It stands out. I think it's pretty. I hope it is. And then I thought, maybe I'll ask Riri or just, do it on Chat GPT. I'd rather Riri do it because she's so good with it. But yeah, oh, thanks, Dolly. I'm gorgeous, she says. Um, but then I thought maybe I should ask her if she could do red, white, and black. She'll probably say, you get one free or two free. But I actually like Auntie Riri. She's good people. She's good people. She is. We talk a lot. There's Rico. Hi, Rico DIY. How are you? You guys know that Rico DIY is Sharon, right? Did you guys know that? That's Rico from O'Neill TV? Yep, that's my sister Sharon. Hey, where's your moderator wrench? Oh, you're on Rico. That's why. Sharon, leave me a comment and I'll turn your moderator on for Rico. Okay. Okay. And then Chico is in the house. And yeah, Chico. So we just do like a wind down. A couple of nights ago, we got on music and we were on music for about an hour. And we come in here and we just chill out. And there are a few people in here, they actually get their wine. And most of the people that come in are on the East Coast because I had it at 9 o'clock, but then that's too late because that's midnight on the East Coast. So we changed it, and I want to see how this is going to work. And people are happy with the time. So if anybody's not happy with the time, let me know. And then, so we can just make sure, it's comfortable for everybody. I'm saying I asked your permission. Oh, yeah. I thought, yeah, I thought I told you, yeah. Okay, they liked it. Thank you. Thank you. Maybe somebody hired me to come back to work. My husband says, you're not going back to work. What are you going to work for? It's like, I'm bored. And he said, YouTube has your attention, 12 hours a day now, down from 14 a day to 12. Michelle Barnes says, I was so disappointed with the Brooks skit. I really hate that they would not respect Brooks. No. But I mean, who didn't see this coming when Isaiah started pressuring her? High school days, back in the day, a whole lot of girls got pregnant at prom. Not me, but so I saw it coming when they switched up her attitude and she got sassy, but that's what they do in Country Wayne world. So what is she? Probably 10 days late now, 11 days. I think yesterday she was 9 or something. So I was disappointed. No, I have not. Oh, you're welcome. Hi. Oh, there you are, Sharon. You changed. You changed. Sharon is here. I hope you're feeling okay, Sharon. Did you want to come up or you just popping in to say hello? We're just chilling out, talking about nothing. Angela says, poor Tamara has been swapping and fussing with everyone since Wayne's character put her on the curbside. I said in my short, honeypot activated or Tamara activated, something like that. Because Erica Badu over there, she snapped and she let that customer have it, the client. Tamara needs a cup of tea and a glass of wine. That's funny, Angela. And then she was going to try to get Denisha, but Denisha's tough. But, life happens. And we don't see Denisha ever. And I was hoping, I said, please don't go off on Denisha because you're going to lose a good employee, right? But she didn't. She tried, but Denisha already read the room. She knew something was wrong with Tamara. And I like the Denisha character who they developed her into. Because remember, she came on the skits with Momo and Melissa. So it was Momo, Denisha, and Melissa. And she was the one Melissa would borrow the car from when Melissa's car got taken away from her by the police when J-Mo was messing with Melissa, made her mad, and they took her car because he was drinking. They were drinking, and he took her purse just to make her angry. Gwen says, welcome in, everyone. Nonya is glad you joined in. Gwen, I am very glad they joined in. And like Sharon, I always say, I wish they had a microphone to talk to me, But I like the chat. I like the wind down. I did go take a nap. Angela says, hi, Sharon. I was so stressed out. Like, when I say stressed out, I mean too anxious. And I think getting the copyright notices, I think they bothered me too. And then all of the comments floating around about the KW stuff and the copyrights. And it was just way too much. And then I have my own personal stuff to do. This week has been crazy, like super, super crazy. But anyway, Sharon is here and everyone, they're saying hello, Sharon. Tamara's going to pop off on Shayla. Tamara is going to be the CEO, whether she is Wayne's girlfriend or not. Just watch. She's probably going to scare Shayla. Let's see who wins. We want Tamara to be CEO, or do you want Shayla to be CEO? She's going to pop off. I enjoyed Michelle, I'm still with O'Neill TV. I'm still with O'Neill. I mean, I just have my own channel. I come in there, but I'm trying to get my channel organized. So, people will come to my stuff because, I wanted to have a channel too. And I had mentioned it to O'Neill, like whenever it was. I told him I was going to start one. But no, Michelle, I still go. I just haven't lately because I'm trying to get my channel monetized. So that's why I'm not there. I popped in there today. And then O'Neill has another channel. He's got 2 other channels. So Dolly says, hi, Rico, DIY. So he's got a couple of other channels you guys can also look at. I looked at one yesterday. He's got a comedy one. And I watched some skit was on there with this guy. I don't know the guy, but apparently he's really popular, a comedian. And he was trying to say Michael Jackson in Spanish or something. I don't know what O'Neill had in that thing. It was hilarious. So, of course, I had to watch it like 2 or 3 times. It was so funny. So he's really talented. O'Neill's very talented artist. Demita Joe is saying, hi, Rico. Hi, Michelle Barnes. Hi, Sharon. Gwen says, hi, Sharon. Sharon says, hi, Demita. Congrats, Nonya. Thank you, Sharon. Girl, I have to go look. But O'Neill was telling me that, this is not personal stuff. We just talking here, so it's okay. And O'Neill was, that bar went away, Sharon. The revenue bar, it went away. That is, O'Neill said it's because I deleted something. And then so it was resetting itself, the counters for all that. But I was so excited. I called Sharon on the phone. And I said, Sharon, I have a revenue column on here. Like, what's this? Because I don't know. I mean, I saw, I know how it's supposed to work. So hopefully I get my hours and then I should be on my way. My daughter likes to send me eyeballs. My oldest daughter, she says, are you okay? She sends me, the 2 little white eyeballs, like big. She'll send them to my phone. But I'm sure she'll come and check to see if I'm online. Hold on, let me just send her a message. And you guys can always talk amongst yourselves. You know that, right? I mean, so some of the moderators do like Angela Atkinson, and like I used to do, because Michelle knows, and Dolly, I would go in or Angela, I think everybody on here for the most part, I would just like try to convey messages back to either O'Neill, or I would like chat with somebody if they had questions about something, just making sure the audience stayed engaged. So moderators, feel free to do that. I mean, you're important to my channel and I respect you for taking on the task. Okay. So Sharon, if you wanted to come up, I'd send you an invite. We're just chilling out. Oh, you did? Antoinette, are you ready to come up? You just sent you an email. Hold on a minute. Let me check. I wish we could play some music, you guys. And I don't mean to do this while I'm holding the chat. You sent me an email. Let me take a look at it. Sharon, if you want to, let me know. Let me see what Miss Annette sent me. Oh, you might have the old email address, Antoinette, because I didn't get anything. So you probably have the old email address. I'll have to give it to you later. Is it something that I need? Oh, you sent me your email address because I cleared that out, my O'Neill TV, because it was tied to the account that was messing with my channel. So I had to get rid of that Gmail account altogether. I just obliterated it. So that's why I didn't have it. So thank you, Antoinette. But it's not going to come here. Just I'll tell you where to send it. And if you ever need to come in to the chat before the chat, or you can just stay after everybody leaves if you want to ask me a question or something. We don't really have a private room. I mean, not really. Let's see. So it's is it AL or AI? Thank you. I have it. And just, you can even pop in before I go live and just type it on the board in the comments, and I can get it that way too. Dolly says hi to Antoinette, Sabrina. Hi, Dolly. I'm still amazed that content creator Deontay Carroll Reviews retired from his day job due to monetization. But it takes, you've got to be full time, Angela. And like the creators that have been doing this longer, no, you can make a lot of money. You can. But like me, I'm brand new. I mean, like I'm just starting learning the game. But yeah, people retire. They do. I'm not amazed, Ange. I know that you can retire. Sharon says, hi, Gwen, Angela, Dolly, Alexis, Michelle, One Journey. Chico, are you still with us? Grab you a beer and come hang out. We might talk about music. I don't know. Um, Carol, Antoinette. Sharon, what's a great idea? What's a great idea, sweetie? So Sharon pops in once in a while, and I love when Sharon. You want to come up, Sharon? You want me to send you I'll send you an invite. If you want to come up, just come up, okay? You guys want me to play a video? Do you want to see something? You want to see Brooke while I do this? Sabrina, I'm fine. Sabrina says, I'm fine. Thanks, Nonya. I think I'm coming to a resolution. Okay, good. Good, Sabrina. Our prayers are with you. Seriously. Medication is high. Is Chico still here, or did he go find some mischief to get into? Chico, behave. Miss you, brother. Okay. Marion, welcome in, Marion. Haven't seen you today, Marion. Marion says hi, Chico. And happy Mother's Day. Yes, happy Mother's Day to all the moms and daughters who have moms, or moms, I should say, grandmothers. Happy Mother's Day. I'm going to lunch with my daughter, and I had forgot to read. I didn't even look at the reservation. That's how like crazy my week was. I was just getting stressed every day. But I help my husband too. I'm not in his shop, but I have to run errands. I mean, I'm a wife, I have bills, I gotta go to the bank, all that kind of stuff. And then do this. And some weeks are just harrowing. Your doctor put you on the one from Lilly Direct to where the lowest price is $2.99. Most GLP-1 medications run, I know. Wegovy is $1,600 in California. Yeah. Sabrina, good. I'm glad. Good job. Good job, everybody. Thank you for helping Sabrina a couple of nights ago. Thank you. Or was it in the morning? Whenever it was, because, the days go crazy for me. Danielle, welcome in. How are you, Danielle? I'm glad you're here. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, including the moms, the dog moms. Oh, yeah, I'm a dog grandmother. My daughter took my dog to Chicago. And now I haven't had a dog in 4 years. But I saw her. When I went on my birthday trip to New York and Chicago, I got to see my dog because my daughter just confiscated her. But she's happy. Sharon says, thank you and happy Mother's Day, everyone. Brooke's character needed my mother to help Shara. Dolly, I know it, to set her straight because my mother didn't play sassy mouth. And I'm so glad we just weren't sassy kids. We just weren't. And I think maybe it's because my mom has a real cool demeanor and I don't. I'm like Shara probably times 7. Only when I need to be. Because I'm just built that way. I don't know. It's not to be mean or anything. It's just, are you listening to me? Because I'm not speaking to hear myself talk. So, but my kids turned out cool and I'm so thankful that I only had to get each of them 1 or 2 times, not spank them or anything, but Hi, C. C Logs, welcome in. How you doing? Nonya. Yes, ma'am, Rico. Rico. What's up? Did you want me to send an invite, Rico, or no? Sharon. C Vlogs is in the house. Welcome in. Good to see you. And then my husband says I'm addicted or obsessed. One on different reviews all day. Well, Marion, you're very smart and you're very knowledgeable on all things Country Wayne world. You are. Your memory is very good. I will be thinking of something and Marion will just type it in there like she kind of knows what I'm thinking. Isaiah pressured Brooke. He kept planting the seeds. And don't forget, Bethany went to the pharmacy and got that girl some pills, and she shouldn't have done that because that ain't her mama. They should have took that conversation. I think, Angela, I'm not saying any, you know, but when Larry found out about the phone call, they should have got Shara involved or whatever. And that's where Bethany messed up by taking that girl. Because that a lot of times does plant seeds in our children's heads. I believe. Because they might not even think about it. And then all of a sudden we're going, here's some birth control for you. Is that sending a message, do you guys think? Or no? You think that's sending a message? If I was Tamara, if Wayne ever comes at her again, I think she will, and I think Tamara is going to shock Wayne. Maybe it'll shock Wayne into wanting Tamara, and he'll look at her differently because she's not going to be that little softy. She might let Wayne have it, and rightfully so, with what he did. Isaiah, little boys like that in high school. I'm so glad I had 4 brothers because they were not playing about their sisters. I mean, even if they didn't, you know, we grew up in, a village. And so it was like kind of like a rule, don't don't mess with people. Nonya, I'm on both channels giving you love. You're so sweet, Rico. Wait, you remember when I used to do that? I used to go to Rico's channel and give her love. And then that's how I got in trouble because I had 2 channels. Then they got all tangled up together. And that's why I couldn't get my channel approved to get monetized. So I had to undo. I had to basically blow up the world of the other channel and just obliterate it. Nonya, I'm on both channels. Rico, are you doing okay? I hope your family is okay. It's good, actually. I hope your family is good. I do. And this is a good time. Let's see, he would get his G-Wagon back. I would definitely give him his car back, Sabrina. There's no way I'd still have that man's car after treating me like that. And all of his trinkets. Nonya, I'm on both channels giving you love. You're sweet. There you go again. There you are again, Sharon. I remember Rico. It's Sharon Rico Reviews. Yeah. Yep, she sure is. Sharon saying, hi, everybody. And this is relaxing. Dolly, I'm glad you like it. I mean, that's why I did it. It's like unwind. My husband has this unwind routine when he comes home, and it really works. And this time slot is better also because I get to spend time with my husband more because, he was so patient when I was doing all of this, and I'm on here 12, 14 hours a day, and he has a Harley shop. So it's like, but we always get together, but I was on here so much and my mind would be all over the place. Yeah, it's addicting on here. So anyway, since the channel is up and hopefully it works and I get approved 100%. Oh, thanks, Dolly. Look, I don't have wine, but you know what? Maybe I will open a bottle of wine. We have wine, but I don't drink. I do drink, but not really, anymore. Now, I used to drink, party, whatever. Thanks, Rico. I'm excited. I'm not going to say anything yet, but oh, thanks, Dolly. Sharon, Dolly says, congratulations to you and Sharon again. Yeah, we just kind of ventured out. And I say Tamara for CEO also. Let's see what she does with Shayla because it's coming. And she'll probably, you know what, Alexis? She'll probably check Wayne about the podcast. I'm pulling for Tamara on this one. I hope she gets Shayla and I hope she gets Wayne. I mean, nobody told somebody offering you $30,000 a month just to sit there and look pretty all day. You need to wonder if it's a transaction or not. You okay? Okay, Rico. Okay. Well, I hope everything is going well at home, though. Alexis, I think Tamara is about to change her attitude and be a savage. That's what I say, Gwen. Yep, I think we are. I think most of us did and said she was going to become a savage. Now she got her Erica Badu gear on and lighting her incense and got her attitude back. Tamara's about to go on one. Shayla might become CEO since Tamara is no longer with Wayne. I was wondering about that, Carol, but I do think Tamara is going to tell Wayne off. And I think Wayne is going to say, what got into you? I mean, I really want to see her check him because what he did to her wasn't right. Because she spoke her mind, because her father didn't lie. I mean, she might have been spoiled. She's a suburban kid, young lady, and, well-mannered and the whole bit, even as honeypot for the most part. But what he did, he deserved that tongue lashing from her father, even though my father wouldn't get into that if I'm that old. Just because I broke up with my boyfriend, he's not going to go sit on the porch and have a conversation with the guy. It's not like they're children. But anyway, it went down that way. Down with Nonya to refresh, rejuvenate. I love, you know what? I love that. I should write that down. Can I write that down, Dolly? And I'll just put it on just put it in the top of the comments when we come in. I like this. Refresh, rejuvenate, relax, unwind. I'm just going to put that up there. That looks like something like One Journey with Right. She's always got positive, and you're always positive. So you guys have anything you want to talk about? I'm so happy for Sabrina. I'm really happy for Sabrina. Let's see, Sharon, may I ask, what did you cook today? And she said, I remember you told us what you put in your spaghetti. Sharon, did you see that comment to you? Hi, Stephanie Martin. I thought about you today. I was like, I wonder if Stephanie's going to pop in. Hey, Stephanie. This is my girl right here. Stephanie Martin. That's my girl. Yep. Hey, Steph, if you ever, I don't know what you're doing tonight, but can I tell them you have a band? I just told them, Stephanie. Stephanie Martin she owns her own band. I mean, is that awesome or what? Yeah, I told it, but you guys saw it last night already anyway. But we got a band leader in our family. And I'm so proud of you. Cute as a button too. Hey, Steph. And cheers to everybody. And happy Mother's Day. If you guys didn't see the happy Mother's Day wishes. And yeah, she's about to turn savage. Sabrina says, where'd it go? Sending love and hugs to all the mommies that are no longer with us. Thank you. Yes, we do, Sabrina. Yes, I'm excited about you getting monetized. I'm scared. But O'Neill told me, don't delete anything else, Sharon. I made that line disappear today. And I was like, O'Neill, I didn't know where it went. I was trying to get it back when I hit the earn button and it wouldn't come back. So I didn't know. But I had deleted that Anthony video that I got the notification about. But DC's, I think I still have it. I think I put it in a playlist and saved it. So I'm going to open it because I thought it was gone today, Sharon. I couldn't find it, but I think I probably stashed it. So I'm going to get it and then see if DC, if that's, if he's in there. If he isn't, I'm going to take it out like I'm supposed to. I thought it just disappeared. Okay. Alexa says, do you like Mary? Who's Mary, Alexis? Do you like Mary? I don't know what that means, lady. What are you talking about, Missy? Alexis. I like how you say Alexis and always put a heart. That's so cute. And Rico says, I see Antoinette, Skit when Larry and Shara talking to Brooke about the prom. Keep it closed. Did you want to watch it or did you kind of over skits for the day. I mean, I'll show it, but yeah, she told at least Shara, stop beating around the bush and just said, don't lose your virginity because they're beating around the bush. Stop beating around the bush with Brooke. Y'all need to start keeping it real because Brooke is still on a roll of being a little, feeling herself because she's about to be 18. And I think a lot. Hi, Angela Phillips. I love Angela Phillips also. I love everybody, huh? But I love Angela Phillips. We've been buddies for about 2 years, Angela. Also, Carol says, yes, Shara and Larry told Brooke to wait until marriage. Well, that's what I said, Carol. As soon as they said it, I said it's a little late for that. Brooke is going to be pregnant. Then they're going to write it that way, but she will be. My mother was firmer than my dad. I am too, Dolly, who was laid back and chill. I'm firmer than my husband is. I mean, my kids rather their father come talk to them. They don't want to talk to mom. They'd be like, Mom, like what? Don't mom me. What's going on with you? And he's so, he's that strong, even kill, but he's serious about it when he comes to you about it. Or I'll say, can you go talk to them? Because they probably don't want to hear me talk to them tonight. And he'll do it because I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. So go sit down. When they were growing up, they're all grown now. And they turned out great, thank God. Dolly says we would have gotten to had that talk with Brooke exactly way before the prom. And I have a brother, God rest his soul. You know what he did? And I was so disappointed. I didn't know he was going to do that. There was a girl he used to date, and he took her to the prom. And of course, they're a couple. We expected that. And then he got with another girl. I didn't find that out for years, but I was so mad at my brother. I was so mad at him. I was disappointed because the girl, they were older than me, but she was always there around me, and we were like friends. And I think my music intellect grew being around her. And because she was older in the 12th grade, welcome, Tyran. Miss Fatal, Brooke was already talking about it. If anything, Larry should have said, wait a minute. You heard that phone call. Let me go talk to my daughter. Because he was so busy with something else that was going on. I remember that day when he heard it. And I think it just went over his head. He slipped with that one. Because stuff happens. I mean, but that is not a conversation I would have forgot, Yeah. Yeah, and we could talk about the pills later. And get Shara, because I think that's disrespectful. I mean, it is disrespectful that Bethany just went to the pharmacy of all places that got birth control. Didn't even take her for a checkup or anything. You don't do that. That's a no-no. Stephanie Martin, what's happening tonight? What's happening tonight? Are you doing a gig? I hope so. Or just unwinding. Bethany went about with the birth control pills with unorthodox, and it was totally unhinged. I would have gone off if I had been the mom for Brooke, and I found out she did that. It wouldn't have been pretty. But Brooke will be in Georgia. She won't be going to Louisiana for college. Angela Phillips says hi. Angela C. Rico says, hey, Miss Fatal. Sharp. Guys, please hit the like button if you didn't already. And Alexis, Bethany is about, Alexis, I've been wondering, what do you think about this? Bethany is always collecting information. when she does her snoops on Larry. Do you think she's collecting information now for a divorce? Because I saw a skit a few days ago and it looked like she was saving something. Something happened and it made me think, Alexis, that Bethany is planning for a divorce. So is she like covering is it CYA? Am I like tripping? But I think Bethany has receipts in her phone, right? The TV and the house, and that's why she's opening Larry's mail. That's what I think, Alexis. So I'm watching to see if that's going to happen because Bethany's no dummy. She's just wrong about Shara. I mean, Shara, Larry shouldn't be giving Shara all that money. No, he definitely shouldn't. But Shara is not trying to cross the line with him. Now, Lynette is the one that Bethany might want to watch out for, not Shara. So I think so, Lexus. I think it's coming that Bethany will be the one to file. Now, in these days, parents are friends with their kids. Yeah, no. You're not, don't be, that's why they turn out like Brooke. You're a parent. I mean, you could be a parent and a friend, of course. Daughters and mothers, they are soulmates, or daughters and dads, because we have girl dads, you know, yeah, girl daddies, whatever we call it. And my youngest is a girl, a daddy's girl. So, hi, Dolly. One of my brothers used to guard my sister. Yeah, try having four brothers. That boy's not getting anywhere near you. But and you're in the neighborhood. Like we grew up in a neighborhood. Well, we started growing up in a neighborhood. Like on Friday, the houses are there, but they're not rich. They're not wealthy, just working everyday people. And that's where I remember starting my whole life journey. And it was very protective neighborhood. It was the neighborhood. That's where you lived, and all the kids knew each other, the parents. Angela, how are you feeling today? So it was like kind of like a protected environment, but you're not protected from everything. But it was a good feeling growing up. I did have a good upbringing. We could hang out, like not hang out in the streets. That's absolutely not going to happen. And be home before the street lights came on. And that's how it was with my kids, but they were already at home anyway, doing homework or band or something, track, football. And there's Angela Atkinson. Welcome in. Yes, Angela, I made Antoinette a moderator. So she's going to help with the welcomings, Angela, and hopefully with, getting people to hit the like button. And I did say you are the cheerleader. You keep conversations going. And that's one thing that moderators do also. Sharon is so precious supporting. We support, yeah, Sharon supports me. We are actually good friends. Yeah, we are. Today she's fussing at me because she told me something and I didn't hear it yesterday. I was so stressed out. I love Sharon. Um, and she loves me. So yeah, she definitely supports me. But I don't know that we're gonna get back to that 3 hour every day. I can't maintain that, because I do have my husband, and I think I've spent enough time away from him and attention, by building this channel, and he didn't complain one time. Not one time. So um yeah. And so that's why this week I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off. I mean, I had a list, I had alarms set on the phone, just nonstop. But I think that's enough. Chico, if you are still in the house, happy Mother's Day to the women in your life. If you are still here, my brother. If I was Brooke, I would have been more adamant about not going against my parents' wishes because they believed in her, that she wouldn't let herself go out like that. She's too busy being cocky, you know. There are the kids who, when they got to be 17, would say, well, I'm about to be 18 in a minute, and blah, 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 blah. That's one day older than you are the day before your birthday. Doesn't change anything. And especially, I didn't even think it was a big deal when I turned 21. It really wasn't to me. Maybe because I was already, in my head 21 or something, but I was going to school, college, and believe me, I was nobody's angel, but I wasn't, bad either. But it was just a girl growing up in the streets of Los Angeles. Carol, if I was Brooke, I would have, yeah. But she started feeling herself. So when your kids start feeling themselves, you need to look at them and have some conversations, not one conversation, some conversations with them about how they're moving, especially if they start moving raggedy. You want to, pluck the weeds, as I like to say, because kids are like bushes or trees. You got to pluck the dead leaves away. You really do, or they'll get rooted in there and they'll take hold, just like what happened to Brooke. That's just my mommy advice for Mother's Day. Angela Phillips says, hi, Angela Atkinson. And Angela said, hey, Dolly. Angela Atkinson. Alexa says, y'all know they're still together in real life, right? Who? Oh, you mean Tamara and Wayne? Mm-hmm. If that's who you're talking about, Alexis, yeah. I mean, that's what the reporting is. Yeah. Actually, Tamara's a very beautiful girl, too. So, Dolly, I was looking for you. There's Angela. Angela, where's your oh, there's your wrench. Okay. Carol says, good night, Angela Atkinson. And then Angela Atkinson says, see how Angela pops in? She always chimes in like that. That's what a lot of people do. And they just they're talking to everybody, really. Rico says, hi, Miss Fatal. Angela says, but Tamara has always been a savage. That's what I mean. She's going to go back to, I call it the honeypot era, looking like Erykah Badu. But yeah, she's about to be a beast. Mm-hmm. And I think she's going to let Shayla have it. And I think she's going to let Wayne have it. I do. Hey, maybe that'll get Wayne off Amber. He likes a challenge. And then Gwen says, please join Nonya Monday through Friday mornings for Have Tea with Me. And yep, we will be there. I just have to get some, some short Bible verses together. And my Bible, one of them is right here, but the letters are too little. And then I don't sit in I have a room that's designated for my office, but it makes me look grayer than I look. I don't know. The camera must not be too good on the laptop. I don't know what's going on because the laptop's not old. Rico says, you will be Nonya. Oh, have faith. Then we will celebrate you. Like the song that keeps coming on YouTube. I love that song by Inga Rose. Now everybody is singing her song. She should get platinum for celebrate me. I put that on a short when it first came out for some skit I did or short I did. I love that song. And then I put the song in my playlist, of course. Thanks, Sharon, for having faith in me. Today, oh yeah, she was like, call Tyrone. You better ask somebody. Because she was looking like Erykah Badu. I say, you go, girl. Because I still like Tamara. I didn't like how she was acting, around Shayla and Shayla's homegirls. Honeypot and Amber are friends. I believe, yeah, I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are. So, and Betty Bush, you mean in real life or you mean on in Wayne's World? But I think they are in real life. Kai been telling Anthony to shut up. Mm-hmm. Kai is learning from his skit mommy. He told mommy and daddy, shut up. Well, no, he told them no today. When they started like kind of getting closer and Anthony's over there saying whatever he said. And Kai said, what did he say? Mommy, daddy, no? But his voice is so powerful, his little voice. Stephanie, hey, my love. You saw my boy, Anthony? Stephanie, don't come for me, girl. Stephanie knows I can't stand Anthony. She knows I can't stand Anthony. She said, hey, my love, saw your boy Anthony today. I couldn't even watch that mess. Even Shayla couldn't watch it. Shayla's going, she's looking like, what's really going on? You know, is he proposing to me? And I think Shayla knows him well enough to know that all he wants is what he wants. I tried, I was looking at Kai. I look at Kai when he's there, and I don't look at the adults because I have to keep my peace, Stephanie. Yep, I keep my peace. But I couldn't even make a skit of Kai, and I was trying because Anthony was right there in every single shot. Everything where I tried to get a piece of Kai talking, Anthony was there. And you guys know I just said, stand away from Anthony copyright stuff. I mean, it's probably not a big deal, but I'm not doing it. Write it down, Nonya. Write down what happened, Dolly. Did you tell me something? You know I'm running my mouth. Dolly, what did you want me to write down? Type it for me. Oh, Angela? No, that was a message. Dolly, can you type it again? Let's see. Thanks, Stephanie. Looking for my boy. Stephanie know me. She know I like him. I mean the character, of course, not the real person. Wayne took her around the family and friends, claiming her as her wife, and he spoiled her. But then he just, do you notice they just stopped spending time together after they came back from Beverly Hills? You guys pick up on that? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Where'd you go, Steph? Stephanie Martin said, hey, sweet lady. Oh, thank you, my precious. You're welcome, Stephanie. I'm glad you're here. Stephanie she's so chill. And for some reason, when you're a moderator, you're always looking at the names and stuff. And, we don't know anybody just by conversation. And I would always like when Stephanie would be in the chat because Stephanie only speaks when Stephanie has something to say. And I like that about her. And it's like I would see her name and I would say, oh, there's Stephanie Martin. She's, there's just certain people. And it's like she never says anything really. And when she does, it's powerful. So I'm glad you're here, Steph. And Wayne said Amber doing her thing on the skits. Oh, did he? Well, she is. And she's his right-hand guy, or gal, supposedly, right? I mean, we always see her with Wayne and accepting the trophies for him and stuff like that. Angela Atkinson says, happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful moms and their daughters and their moms. Oh, I'm sorry, Nonya, I didn't know. What, Rico, you didn't know? What happened? Rico, what happened? What happened, Rico? I think I don't know. Somebody tell me what happened. Rico, can you type it for me? Oh, Mary J. Blige. I love Mary J. Well, I love some of Mary J. I like her earlier stuff better than I like the older stuff, the newer stuff. I like the older stuff. And to this day, I don't like Ludacris. But I used to love Mary J. Let's see. Dolly says that's admirable, Alexis. And then happy Mother's Day to everyone, Dolly, sweetie. Stephanie said, happy Mother's Day, Dolly. Or everyone. And then she said, hi. Hi, Dolly. Yep, Brooke gave it all to Isaiah. And now she couldn't be looking pretty dumb because she's not going anywhere for college. Hello. I hope all are having a wonderful evening. We are, Michelle. I'm just chilling out. Yeah, Angela, it's been almost 2 years. I mean, I got on O'Neill TV. Yeah, almost. And it was in like February. And it was a year before last year. So 2024. And that's how long. And now Isaiah doesn't want to go to the prom. So when they're at the prom, he's probably going to wander off with the twins or with his friends. And why is she begging the twins to get in the limo with her? What's that about? Is she turning into one of the twins? Is she going to start hanging out with Hope and what's the other child's name? Whatever her sister's name. I always want to say Hope, Faith, and Charity. Whatever the other little girl's name is. Hope and Faith. Is Brooke going to want to start hanging out with them? Because why else? I hope she's not pregnant, but I think the story writing is probably going that route. But I hope not too, Sharon. I really do. Oh, Mary J. Oh, Mary J. You want me to get a Mary J. Blige song? Is that what you guys are asking me? Okay, let me write it down. Got you guys. As I do like Mary J. Okay, thanks, Carol. I hope she's not too, Sharon. But I'm wondering also, is she going to start hanging out with the twins? Somebody tell me, why is she trying to get them to be in her limousine? What's that about? Because I don't understand. Michelle Barnes. Hi, Michelle. I'm glad you're here too. Michelle Barnes is another one that only says something when she has something to say. Mm-hmm. I know Michelle. And she says, hello, all. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. We are, Michelle. We're just winding down for the day. And then tomorrow, I'm actually having lunch, but we are wishing, happy Mother's Day, sending happy Mother's Day wishes, of course. And, I was saying, I was so busy this week. My daughter made reservations for Mother's Day. And I have one granddaughter. She's 6. And she's a cutie pie. She reminds me of her mom. And she sent me the reservation notification in my phone, like on Wednesday. And she also told me about it. And I forgot. I mean, I forgot. And she was like, today, I told you she sent me those eyeballs, on their phone. And she's like, Mom, you didn't respond yet. Do you want to go to lunch tomorrow? And boy, did I feel dumb. I was like, oh, God. Because I hate not responding to my kids, especially working with this stuff, because I don't want them to think, well, Mom doesn't care anymore. They know I care, but they know what my end goal is. So, but the fact that I hadn't even responded back to her, my mind has been like on a mission this week. And then dreaming about vision boards didn't help. I hated when my dad said, I'm going to tell your mother. My kids did too, Dolly. They didn't want him to tell me. All I'm gonna do is yell at him or take something. I mean, I'm stern when I have to be stern, but I'm also like kind of a easy, if you're doing the right things and stuff, I'm not gonna be stressing my kids about nothing. Only thing I ever had to really stress about is them keeping their rooms clean. But, and now my son's in the military and just as, regimented as he can be. And my daughter still has bad habits. But you know what? She's an engineer. She's a flight attendant. She's some of everything. So I don't mess with the girl. I mean, do you? Her house is clean, but she was the one that used to give me the blues with the bedroom. And I was just like, okay, but she'd be doing so many things at once. So I understood it. I mean, she wasn't nasty. She wasn't dirty, just clothes and stuff. But she was just that kid, that researcher. She did her internship in Australia before I even knew that U of A had a intern program in Sydney, Australia. She came to me and said, Mom, I want to do my internship in Australia. And I said, what? But she had already researched it through U of A, University of Arizona, at Tucson. And I called my husband and said, honey, you might want to come in here. I mean, it was fine, but that's who she is. She's like a walking vision board. I like my kids. They're pretty cool. My father was strict and my mother was lenient. Okay. A lot of that's usually the way, families are, black families especially. But my husband, he's just the one that when he says I'm gonna tell your mom, he doesn't want to fuss at him. And I will fuss at him. I'll fuss in a minute. Um and my dad wasn't well, I didn't grow up with my real dad. I grew up with my stepdad and I love my stepdad. But if he ever said something to me, it would like scare me because he never says anything to me like I did something wrong. And I think I didn't want to disappoint him. You know what I mean? Because I really liked him. He was like really a good guy and he loved my mom and he was my dad, like my dad. So I never wanted him to have to say anything to me. I hated when my dad said, I'm going to tell your mother. I bet you did, Dolly. Mm-hmm. I'll talk about Angela and Antoinette. Stephanie said, hi, Angela. Let me get going on some comments. I believe Isaiah will get with one. I think he's going to get with Hope. She's been liking him forever. To me, got what he wanted from Brooke, so we will see. Yeah, Antoinette, I think so too. Bethany approach was way out of order. I was talking to Alexis about that earlier. Boy, I would have been furious. Stephanie, I have something tomorrow and Sunday. I'm glad, Stephanie. Do your thing. Do your thing. I'm proud of you. I can say I got a buddy that's a band. She's a band leader. She got her own band. That's impressive. And then Gwen E says, Angela A. Yes, as soon as she wanted to start dating. Mm-hmm. If Brooke is pregnant, they won't hear the end of it. Bethany's mouth. And then Bethany's going to make it seem like it's their fault. She didn't take her to get the pills and blah, 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 on and on and on. And little does Bethany know, Brooke, Destiny showed Brooke how to sneak Isaiah into their house the first time Destiny came. But Destiny, I'm so proud of her, because she's not the one they needed to worry about. She just needed to get out of the environment she was in because she was in a rough environment growing up. And then they've never had their eye on Brooke. And they didn't stop her when she started speaking like Bethany does. And now they've got Bethany Jr. If Brooke is pregnant, they won't hear the end of it. Nope, they won't. Thank you, Gwen. Like, share, and subscribe. Dolly said, Antoinette, I think so too. Rico, please. Oh, thank you, Rico. Please hit the like button, everyone. And Alexis says, the heart in my signature. Oh, yeah, you always have that heart. Every time I see that heart, I know it's Alexis. Even before, like, we start chatting, Alexis, I would always see the heart. And I knew that was you. And I always like your comments. Okay, let's see. Gwen says she was saving a copy of cosign paper. Because I think Bethany is going to be ready for a divorce fight. And Angela says Bethany won't let Brooke live it down. I think Lynette still wants Larry too. It's not Shara, it's Lynette. And you can tell, they do show a little chemistry there. Dolly, exactly. And then Betty Bush, there you are. She said, Betty says, Dolly, I hate it when my mother would tell us, oh, yeah, wait until your dad gets home. My friends had that problem. And then moms would tell them, just wait till your father gets home. And they'd be like, well, y'all gonna get a whooping. That's what I would say. Y'all gonna get a whooping. If Brooke is pregnant, they won't hear the end of it. Why is she so little? Is she just little like that? I mean, I know that she's super small. She's cute, but she's really little. I think I know anybody that thin. Except Twiggy. Are you guys old enough to remember Twiggy, the model? That model back in the day, and her name was Twiggy, and she was small like Brooke. She's very, very small and blonde and she wore the short boy haircut. She was super famous, and her name was Twiggy. Sabrina, I think Larry and Shara are like most parents. hmm Doesn't they don't want their child to have sex because getting her on birth control will give Brooke the green light. And yes, some children will see that as a green light because I mean, I would have said, "Why are you giving me this?" When I was a teenager, I would have asked, "Why are you giving it to me?" I was just that kid, like, I don't need this. I'm trying to be doing nothing. But now, another sister might have been like, "Yeah," but they didn't offer it to her. I mean, it turned out fine, but hmm but I would have. I think maybe. I think I probably would have been offended because I wasn't. I was busy doing other stuff, so I wasn't thinking about that. I probably would have got offended knowing me. Sabrina says, "Oh, I read that. Yeah, they gave her the green light. Brooke was getting too bright. Yeah, with a dull bulb. Her bulb is dull." Stephanie Martin says, "Nonya, what did you think about pathetic Anthony today? I do not want them back together. I don't either." Who was that made the comment today? I forget. I don't want to start throwing out names, but it was somebody. Oh, look at my hair sticking out. It was somebody. They said, who was that said, what if it was Anthony and Shayla as a power couple, and then Dave and Amber as a power couple, like from a spin-off storyline? That wouldn't be such a bad idea, or would it? I forgot who said it. I don't know if it was Magnolia, if it was Dolly, if it was Trap Star. Somebody said that today. And I thought, wow, that's a good idea. Angela, I'm glad you're feeling okay today. And it's okay if you missed the tea. I did comment on your post. I saw your comment on last night's live. No, this morning's tea live. I saw your comment. No, you're cool. I think about you I think about you like every day, you know, and I hope you're well. Shara told Larry to tell Bethany the truth about the TV and the sofa couch. It was Larry who kept those things a secret. hmm And that told us Shara's not into you. I wish they had kept Shara's boyfriend around. Joel, that's his name, right? Joel. But then I guess Bethany wouldn't have anything to worry about if they kept Joel in the skit. So with her not having a boyfriend, that would give Bethany some discomfort. Let's see. But she did tell him, just tell her. And Larry, no, no. He's like as big of a part of the problem as Bethany. And remember, he used to enable her at first and went with her to break into Chase's Christmas party and all that. Almost had a fight in the office. That's who Larry used to be. And now he's pretty much anti Bethany. I used to tell my daughter when she was in middle school, high school, I'm not one of your little friends from school. I've said that. Don't play with me. You know that song, Don't Play With Me? I am that person. Um, but that was my favorite line. I'm not one of your little friends from school. And I have said that when they were in elementary school. Then when they got older, I would say, don't play with me. And that song, Don't Play With Me. But I mean, it's a song. But I would say, don't play with me. And they would know I'm very serious. Just don't do that. We're going to have a problem. Or as Auntie Riri says, it's going to be a misunderstanding. I love when Auntie Riri says that. It's a misunderstanding, y'all. Aunt Dolly says, I used to tell my daughter, yeah. And then, but Sabrina, by not giving her look, what might happen? I think, Angela, what Sabrina is saying is that if Bethany hadn't offered her birth control, then that seed would never have been ignited, basically. And I also agree that don't just offer a girl birth control. Ask them, are they thinking about getting active. They'll be embarrassed. Nonya, I had four brothers. I have four brothers and sisters. You had no sister? Did they make you into a tomboy, Betty? Or were you just the girl, the sister? But Angela, I wouldn't offer it to my daughters. I'd ask them. And don't lie to me. Just tell me. I mean, what am I going to do? If you tell me yes, then we just, take preliminary caution. That's it. Just tell the real, you know? Just tell them. So, and they took those lessons with them in life. Welcome, Antoinette. Angela Atkinson says, and Betty, wow, your sis is the opposite of mine. Hi, Michelle B. I'm sorry I took so long to get to your comment. How are you? Happy Friday. Happy Friday, Michelle. Good to see you in here, y'all. I like when she types y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, Michelle, how'd you like Tamara today? Tamara has been activated. Like we said, when Liz went off, Liz was activated. Tamara got activated today, and she is on a roll. Nonya. Oh, your house need cleaning? Or you're leaving? Are you leaving now? Tell Andrea I said hi, please, and your daughters. And I hope everybody's well in your house. I do. And tell your doggy hello. And let him go outside and play. Or her go outside and play. I have 6 brothers, 3 sisters. My eldest sister died. Okay, Angela. Well, rest her soul. God bless her soul. You have 6 brothers? Y'all hear that? Anybody got 6 brothers in here? I have 4. I thought that is a lot. Angela Atkinson has 6 brothers and 3 sisters. But when I think about it now, I mean, families are smaller these days, but when I think about it, it was pretty cool having that many brothers and sisters. Because I have 3 sisters, so, I mean, I'm sorry, I said it wrong. I have 2 sisters, that there's 3 girls and 4 boys. So, if Brooke is pregnant, they won't hear the end of her mouth. And then Alexis, God, that's a lot of brothers. Wow, Angela. Alexis says, you all know that Wayne and Tamara, yeah, we know Alexis. And you know what? He's been with her for a minute, too. He's been with her for a little while. Sabrina says, so true, not getting her protection will have an adverse effect. I just want you to tell me, just be real, bring it. Just bring it. Just talk. And I encourage them, just talk. What you got to hide? I'm not going to do anything to you. I'm not going to judge you. Just tell me. I'm going to judge you if you don't tell me. So that's why I'm like not the nosy mom in their marriages and stuff. But if my kids need me, I am there and their dad is there. Otherwise, I'm not getting in their mess. I'm not that mom that's on the phone all day trying to figure out what's going on in your life. I have my own life still. So, hi, Nancy B. Welcome in, lady. How are you doing? And Nancy says, Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to you and to yours, Nancy. Good to see you here tonight. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock. So it's midnight where you guys are? Okay. Nancy says, Happy Mother's Day. I'm glad Shara and Bethany got along. I think Shara is just over Bethany. Like, Bethany, please, just leave me alone. You know how she talks. Like, Gwen knows how to say it in Tennessee language. Just leave me alone. I don't know how to say it. I'm just trying to be funny. But, yeah, Shara is just over Bethany at this point. Happy Mother's Day. And then Nancy says, I am glad Shara and Bethany got along. Me too. Brooke shouldn't never have called those twins. Nancy, I'm wondering, is Brooke about to turn into a girl that's like the twins? That girl was so, and we do have Bethany and Larry to thank for that, because when she wanted a job, they wouldn't let her get a job. They wanted her cooped up in that house. And that's not how you raise children. But I think Nancy, she's going to become friends with the twins. I do. And I think she's going to be pregnant. If Brooke is pregnant, the noise the twins is going to have a field day with, it's going to spread all over the school. It is. But why is she befriending them? Well, is she befriending them, though, by offering to give them a ride to the prom in the limousine? I mean, is that a cry for friendship? I mean, she's got destiny. Why would she want to be friends with those girls? I don't quite, did I miss something in there? I'm glad it's Friday. I'm glad it's Friday too. I'm going to lunch with my daughter. She's taking me to Mother's Day lunch because she's a mom, so they have to do Mother's Day for her too. And my husband's, of course, going. But I was telling the chat, I didn't even look at the reservation. I don't think it hurt her, but she was like, Mom, Mom. And when they do that, it's like, I'm sorry. I'm glad it's Friday. Nancy says, hello, Angela A. Dolly said, I had an older brother who was stricter. My brothers were strict. Like, one of them was like super strict. I was like, what's wrong with him? You're not dad. You're not my dad. That's what he used to say. Dolly said, I had an older brother who was stricter and was glad he was married and didn't live with us after he got married. Was he that bad, Dolly? He was that bad. I had one brother that was strict, but he was just protective. The other ones, they weren't as strict as our oldest brother. He was a protector, but he was overly strict. I just look at him. I was one of the girls to roll her eyes at you. I'd be like, boy, I was good at it. But yeah, I would just roll my eyes at him, and he kind of left me alone though. He didn't bother me so much. I think he probably knew, like, I ain't the one. Don't just leave me alone. Go bother somebody else. Michelle Barnes says, there is such a relaxing chat. This is such a relaxing chat. It's giving them thoughts to get in trouble. Mm-hmm. It's too relaxed. And Antoinette says, amen. Once those street lights come on, you know when you need to be in the house. And that was our sign to be in the house. When them street lights go out, you better be at home. I mean, we could, like, in the summertime, sit on the porch, but, you better be at home. My grandmother everybody was that way pretty much in my family. When those street lights, the kids better be at home. Tamara has already been activated. Actually, Honeypot has been activated. She's about to give Shayla, and I do think Wayne, a piece of her mind. I think so. I think Tamara is going to be the next CEO because she's not having it. Nonya was in my ranch. What is this? Share. Nonya, where's my ranch? I don't know, Pat. I don't know. I don't understand. Anyway, so type it in the comments, Rico. Nancy says she can't handle the breakup with Tamara. Well, I think the way Wayne handled it, yeah, Tamara's she's about to come out swinging, and Shayla needs to get ready. No, I don't think she's going to let Amber have it. Amber didn't do anything to Tamara. I don't see her going for Amber because remember they've had lunch a couple of times and stuff, and I know she knows. I don't think she thinks that Amber is checking for Wayne. I think Tamara knows that Wayne was checking for Amber. That's what I think. That's why she's always so triggered. But she didn't treat Amber that way. Am I reading it wrong? Let me know in the comments what you think. She's going to she might, Nancy, but I just see it the reverse. She's gone off on Wayne before. But, when her and Amber had lunch and stuff, they're chill. Amber, postponed her workout or whatever. And she still has, reservations. But I think she's more worried about Wayne liking Amber than Amber liking Wayne. That's how I see it, and I'm hoping for. Um, but I hope she doesn't try to, because she's probably going to regret it. I don't know. I think Tamara and Amber are going to become buddies. That's what I think. But we don't know. I don't know. Rico, your wrench is on Sharon Rico. I'll put it. Okay. I'll go to Rico and put your wrench on. Your. That's what you were saying. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Angela. Because I was like, a ranch. What ranch? Psalms 23:91 and 119. What if I print them off? Because I can't even see the little letters, Nancy. I truly can't. And I hope you're. I like Psalms 91 also a lot, and 119 I like. Um, I noticed that all the copyright stuff comes out at midnight. I hope we don't get any tonight. I don't want to see that stuff, because I think today I think it just bothered me a lot. And then I've been like running like a rabbit this week. But so my week has been like more hectic than normal. And I was I don't know, I was just on one. But at least I laid down, and then I said, "Oh, let me get up." And so I got up and refreshed and stuff. But just don't send us any mail tonight, Nancy. Okay, Nancy says, me and my mom back doing skits again. Oh, you do skits with your mom? That's cool, Nancy. It's kind of like soap operas, huh? Like the soaps. It is like the soaps. That's cool. Tell your mother Happy Mother's Day. And everybody in here, please, Happy Mother's Day to your moms, your daughters. Happy Mother's Day. Michelle, I find Wayne to be very immature, and folks are afraid to correct him because of the money. And it's sad. Hmm. It doesn't take much for us to sell off for $1. And that's what I have been saying, because people do. And then there's no boundaries, there's no checks and balances. And you just, like I say, grow like a weed. Hmm. Angela says, oh, Nancy, she might want to back up of Amber because Amber won't back down. No, she won't. But I honestly really don't. I think they're not in the same circle that much, but when they do the podcast, I think I see her going off on Wayne and Shayla, because Shayla's trying to move her. She, like Shayla always does, move somebody out of her way so Shayla can get what Shayla wants. And that's why she called herself the CEO, and she don't have $1. She ain't got 2 quarters to rub together, as my mother used to say. Wayne is throw the spaghetti against the wall, Nancy. And then Gwen said, yes, I heard that song on Facebook. And celebrate. I'll celebrate me. That's a beautiful song. That's by Inga Rose. And Inga Rose sings gospel. Actually, she sings other music, but she is a gospel singer. But yeah, that's Inga, Inga Rose. That's her name. Mm-hmm. Amber did not tell Wayne to leave her. No, he didn't. Oh, we know that. And no, Amber didn't want. Mm-mm. I don't think she thought that. She was mad because he was down there talking to Amber. But what I did say earlier, Angela, the way I see it and the way Tamara should see it is that Amber's not the one checking for Wayne. Wayne is checking for Amber. And I hope that they let Tamara see that it's not Amber looking for Wayne, it's Wayne looking for Amber. That we'll see. Amber did not tell Wayne to leave her. Nope. Yeah, Tamara's a natural beauty. She is. But that song, I did download it, Gwen. Celebrate Me. It's called Celebrate Me. And it's a beautiful song. She was lighting up the iSense and creating vibe. Sabrina, she was. Looking like Ms. Badu. Wayne's World. Yes, Betty Bush is Wayne's World. Mm-hmm. And he's letting us know it's Wayne's world. And I ain't mad at him. Do you, boo? And let's see. Yes, Wayne wants Amber. He wants his chance again. Antoinette Burkhead said when the lights came on, we were late. You know what? You better be in front of the house at least when the lights clicked on. And then we had a party, and not a party, a park. So we would run across the big boulevard to make, and I'm talking, I was in like, by then the 10th grade or something like that. And we run home to make sure we were there. I mean, we're teenagers, but we still respected the rules in the house. You're not going to just not be at home and your parents tell you to be in the house. So we'd be sitting on the porch. And then, after a while, they didn't even look outside. They knew we were outside. But, you go in the house, get some water, whatever. So, and then we could sit on the porch, especially in the summer and especially at grandma's house and stuff like that. When the street lights flickered, we stopped whatever we were doing. Yes, you stop what you're doing and you make your way home. That's exactly what we had to do. Lauren gonna, Nancy, the word, oh, the wording on the comment. Be careful, sweetheart. When you like on your page too, the wording, you might want to use pew pew. But just a heads up. I'm being a moderator. Just be careful, girl. Got to watch our back. But it's all good. I think it's fine. Right? I'm not tripping. When Anthony tells Shayla he want to marry her, Kai said, "Daddy, mommy, no." And Kai said it loud. It was the cutest thing. It was so cute. Yeah, Rico, Tamara's, she's going to be a savage. She coming straight for him. And she's coming for Shayla, the CEO. She's going to tell her, you're not the CEO of nothing. I might not be with Wayne, but you're not, blah, blah, blah. I could just hear Tamara running her little mouth. And Tamara will be a savage. Yes, Rico, I think so. If little ankles can't, he can't even handle Shayla anymore. That's not the same girl he left. That's not the same girl. I can't stand him either. I know, Stephanie. Kansas, no, Sabrina says. No. Shayla realizes Anthony is thirsty. She knows Anthony better than Amber because basically she's been his wife all this time. He's been married to Shayla for a year and a half. If you think about it and keep it 100, how's he going to get married tomorrow? He said that? Did he say he was going to? Because I didn't, when I saw him and Shayla, I heard it, but I was looking at Kai more because I don't want to look at Anthony and Shayla. I don't like Anthony. I don't like the character Anthony, not the real person. Yeah, Kai said no. But then when he came through the door, they both said, welcome back. They said, welcome back. That really was cute. And I kept my eyes right on Kai. Like right on the baby. You're talking about apple juice. But I couldn't even, he was so close to Anthony, I couldn't even get a video because I wasn't going to videotape Ant. Not doing it. Someone on Facebook posted a clip in the comments. Yeah, there's still a real couple, Dolly. So far that we know, and we know Facebook is going to tell the business because they have spies out there, watching. Gwen says, I don't know why Shayla was confused. That's what Angelina, because Shayla doesn't want to do that. Shayla wants Iman. I think she has love for Anthony still, and she knows she can get anything she wants from Anthony anyway. But she, interestingly enough, now here we have Shayla being true to Iman. You guys notice that? You see the little twist? You see the little play in there? Shayla is being faithful to Iman, where she wasn't faithful to Amber's marriage. Yeah, peep that? She's being faithful to him. Anyway, let's see. What else do we have? Gwen says, I don't know why Shayla was confused. That's what Angelina. She stopped listening to Angelina a long time ago. Like months ago, I guess, is a better way to put it. Michelle B says, I couldn't watch that skit either with Shayla and Anthony. I was thinking about a plot twist where Anthony and Shayla Oh, Michelle, somebody wrote a comment similar to yours today. Plot twist where Anthony and Shayla end up together, and then they find out Kai is really not his after losing, you know. And I hope that happens. But we also, I forgot who in the chat put, like, what if Shayla and Anthony did get together, after her crash out with Amon, because she's going to have one, because Delicia's get Amon. And then Dave and Amber become a power couple. And they could have a spinoff, a new spinoff storyline, and they would have 2 star lines. Let's see. Nancy says little ankles get on my nerves. I'm not doing the skits anymore. I told you already, Nancy. I'm not doing his, and I'm not doing the tall guy. I'm not doing it. And even though that might not even matter, except with Anthony, I think it does matter. But I don't know, DC. I don't know. But I'm not doing those 2. And every time there's somebody that's on that list, and if we get the notification, I'm putting them on my list, and I'm not using their images or their voices. Nancy, good question. Want to get married tomorrow at the courthouse? Did he say that? I mean, I'm telling you, I really was not listening to Anthony. I heard him say what he said, kind of, sort of, but I was zoomed in on Kai because I didn't want to see. I just want to see the baby. It was all wrong because he was hungry, because summertime is coming and he wants to hang out and not explain himself. I think in a world where she loses Amon, maybe, and Anthony's real name is Calvin. Is it Calvin Anthony? Is that what it is? I mean, that sounds like something that people might name their sons, like Calvin Anthony or something goofy like that. But Amber did say in like one of her lives, or 2 of her lives, maybe, since I've been maybe in the recent 2 lives, that Anthony was really funny, because I know we know he was funny on Sisters. She said he's really a good guy. She likes him. He makes her laugh during rehearsal and stuff instead of, doing the work. And he'll make her laugh, just, I guess that's who he really is. And he might be. Please hit the like button. Thank you, Antoinette. Share and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks. Dolly said, you said you would write down. I did write it down already. I wrote it down, Dolly. It's right here. I'm going to put it in the, I'm going to start putting it in the comments. Like, so when you come in the morning, at least it's posted up there. I don't know how to do highlighting yet. You know what I mean? Like no, it highlights automatically when I type something. No, I have it. Refresh, rejuvenate, relax, and rewind. Oh, and maybe I should put it in here, not in the morning tea. Okay. Oh, you wanted me to type it in here right now? Golly, I don't know. You got to tell me, girl. I'll be losing my mind. Let's see. Hold on. And I'm going to let you guys go shortly because it's going to be 12:30 in a minute, but I do want to type it. Thanks, Dolly. I'm going to send you a message, Dolly, on one of your comments. Comment on something for me, okay? When we get off, or when we get off, just send me a comment if you would. So you got, look, I'm typing your name. Let me read this. I'll start putting it in. I'm not going to do that now because we need to get through the comments. She's queen of the skits. You are so kind. I love you, Nonya. Stephanie, thank you. Thanks. I try. I mean, I'm a handful. Hey, Stephanie, don't get twisted. I am but I am actually, I like being kind. It's a good feeling, and just sometimes I might wear my heart on my shoulders, but I'm pretty good now at protecting it. So, but when I don't, you might get the other me, or you might get this me. It just depends on what's going on, but I appreciate you. And I truly do like people. I just don't like getting hurt by people because mm, thank you though, Steph. I appreciate you. So you got a set tonight or tomorrow? I think you said tomorrow, right? You have a set tomorrow, Stephanie. Let's see. Wayne was still liking Lauren. Mr. Joseph was right. He gave her the money without the instructions. He was. The only thing that I'm glad that in Skitland he did that, but I'm just gonna ask. I probably would have said what he did, but she's 30 something years old and she didn't realize it was a transaction. Is that because she was reared in the suburbs and maybe her dad and mom weren't as forthcoming with information, so she didn't read the room? Because we know Honeypot wasn't green, but Tamara was green to the fact that that money indicated a transaction, just like it does with Lauren, just like it does with Shayla, just like with anybody who takes a man's money to live on. You know, she didn't even ask, why are you giving me $30,000 a month? And like her dad said, it's to keep your mouth shut. We don't know that, but the one thing I do know is that they stopped being together. But Tamara, the least she could have did was learned how to cook. I mean, even if you don't like to cook, you could have been she could have been talking to chef, show her how to prepare something. And honestly, that's pretty much what Wayne wanted. But when Tamara starts barking, she barks loud. And I think that was, even though Wayne was wrong, because Wayne's ulterior motive was to get rid of her. But when she barked really loud, like a little chihuahua. And I think that was probably irritating. Plus, the grandma said, don't believe him to Tamara. She told her, don't believe him. And Tamara fell for the okie doke. But why is your man not spending time with you? You go in there, he's sitting on the couch with Piari. You guys sit there on the bed and you chat. Like, there's no connection, you know. Why Wayne's still liking Lauren? Mr. Joseph was right. Wayne don't like nobody. Lauren is a toy, and Wayne knows it because remember the conversation in the backyard at Piari's house? And she says hi, Madison. You know what? I was like, where's Madison? Because I hadn't seen you in a few days. Are you okay? I sure did. I said, let's see, Madison. There you are. Everybody say hi to Madison. She is a lovely person. And I like to give much love. So, hi, Madison. Welcome back. I have missed you. Alexa says, I am a fan of Tamara and Wayne and Amber. Okay. That's cool. I know you're a fan of Tamara, Alexis. I know that already. Or Heated Pot, as I think it was Magnolia they called her. It was her or Trapstar called her Heated Pot. Madison is in the house. Madison, if you have children or not, happy Mother's Day. Have a nice Mother's Day. Angela Atkinson, right, the courthouse is closed on Saturday. I'm going to go through these a little bit quicker so we can get out of here. Betty Bush says, hi, Madison. Everybody's saying hi, Madison. Hi, Madison. Hey, Madison. Hello, Madison. And then everybody's saying hi to you, Madison. Welcome back, lady. See, we missed you. We noticed. Okay, and then Dolly says, Tamara's dad knows the game, and he did speak the truth, Dolly. But I just don't understand why. I would catch it if I was younger, before the marriages and stuff. I would catch it. But I'm that one who'll say, why are you trying to give me money? What you want? I'm one of those people. What are you up to, basically? What do you want? Why are you trying to pay me? Yeah. And so that's why my daughters are so independent. They're independent, but they're consistently, their wives, but they are independent. Rico says, hi, Madison. Dolly's hi. Taran's hi. Nancy's hi. See, we missed you. Your mom is home? Okay. Tell your mom Happy Mother's Day from us, please. Thank God mom is out of rehab. Oh, welcome home. Okay, everybody, I'm going to check out. Nancy, I look forward to watching them and laughing. That's so. Your daughter's grown. Your daughter's grown too. Okay, I have 2 grown daughters and a grown son. I mean, my kids are grown. Basically, that's all I'm trying to say. Anyway, it is 12:30, and it's Friday night. I have enjoyed the week with you guys. This was a tougher week than last week for me. There was just so much to do, and I think some of it I kind of kept putting on the back burner, and then it started piling up on me. So I had, I started setting alarms on my phone and forgetting stuff, and just, it's been a week. I'm 28 years old, 22. 22. Oh, your daughter's 22. Oh, your daughters are 28 and 22. Okay. Nancy, I am glad your mom's home. Blessings to you and your mom. So everybody, happy Mother's Day. Thank you for being here tonight. There you are, Hope. Have a happy Mother's Day, Nonya. Thank you. And all the other ladies that are moms. I love you guys and I thank you. I had a sister thing that one of my sisters sent me, and I was going to read it. And of course, I didn't because I forgot. Because I had to read my daughter's message because I forgot it. The invite for lunch tomorrow, I forgot it. So I just had to RSVP. Yes, welcome home. Well said, Dolly. Well said. Well said, Dolly. Okay, guys, I'm going to get out of here. And Dolly, just click on a comment. When you get out, just click a comment on maybe the latest, on the Tamara skit. Just put a comment in the Tamara skit, the one where she crashes out. Do you ever look at the skit, not the skit, the shorts? Or leave a comment on here, on here. Just put a comment in. I just want to shoot you a message. Okay. All right. Me and my mom, you laugh. Oh, I like that. I like that, Nancy. Stephanie, have 2 great sessions wherever you are. I love you too. My sister, Stephanie Martin. Yeah, I do. Peace, love, and stay blessed up. Oh, thank you, Dolly. Thank you. Because I know you, the one that I deserve that you got me listening to. I listen to my shorts too sometimes because the music is fire. Gwen, thank you. Gwen says Happy Mother's Day to all the queens. Okay. I won't see you guys I won't see you until Monday for RT, but I might jump online tomorrow. Depends on if I need to do something on my shorts. But I'm going to lunch with my daughter and my husband, and a little family thing. Good night, Steffi. That's where you are, Stephanie. You in Louisiana? You go, girl. I like Louisiana actually. Hi, Trap Star. Good night. Good night, darling. I missed you today. We're checking out, but it's and Magnolia, if you fell asleep, good night too, sister. Whose mom is home? Whose mom is home? Nancy's, I think. Nancy B's mom is home. Carol. Yeah. Soul Train. Peace, love, and soul. Dolly. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Gwen. I'm a chatterbox. Okay, you guys. I might see you tomorrow evening. Not for the wind down, but maybe I'll throw in a live, sometime during the day. It just depends on what my husband wants to do tomorrow, because I don't know if he's going to work or not after lunch. But anyway, if I see you, I'll throw out a live, and then we could just chat for a while. And you went to rehab today? Oh yeah, Marion. I hope you're feeling fine and you're okay with your procedure that you had done. Okay. Oh, Madison's mother's home. Okay. Madison, tell your mom happy Mother's Day. All right, I'm going to check out everybody. I love you. And like Dolly said, peace, love, and soul train. Okay. Yes, your mom messed up. I'm glad your mom's. I was too. I was a little confused. My little crooked Taylor Swift heart. All right, guys. Bye. Bye.